Welcome back to the 4 o'clock news. I'm your host, Cedric Hill, and with the coronavirus affecting us all in different ways, me personally, my children are out of school, and people are talking about homeschool. I just feel like summer's early. We'll take a look right after this.
Let's go. Gotta chase this paper so I can chase my dreams. I make this look good, but it ain't easy as it seems. All the work behind the scene, all the shit that's never seen. That's what make us who we are. Not that crown that make you king. When you see me do my thing, this ain't happening overnight. I've been working overtime just so I can change my life, change our mind. But you best believe it's never for dinero. Got to keep it.
Welcome back to the 4 o'clock news. I'm your host, Cedric Hill, and the coronavirus is affecting us all in different ways. Me specifically is, I live in Kansas City, where we're a twin city, and we have Missouri and Kansas, with a road called State Line, which is the actual road for a state line. One side you're on Missouri, the other side you're on Kansas. That being said, one of my daughters goes to school in Missouri, and one of my daughters goes to school in Kansas. And first Kansas schools were out for the rest of the year, and I was like, fuck. And I was like, well, at least we still got Missouri. And then shortly after, of course, Missouri schools are out for the rest of the year. So with schools being out, a lot of people are talking about homeschool, right? And which I find hilarious, because this would be me as homeschool, right? Because I can't count, I can't spell. However, I read like a champion. A third grade champion, but champion nonetheless. Either way, so it's not going to be up to me. It's going to be up to my wife or, your girlfriends if you're guys like me. So with homeschool and people working from home, you're going to see a lot of scenarios like this. Now, if I would have posted this picture, they would have called the people on me and had Child Protective Services up in this motherfucker clearing everything out, lickety split. But that's a whole nother story. One thing that I find hilarious about your children now being at home all the time is this gentleman right here. And I swear, as a father, this guy, he's unlocked God mode. He's like God status when it comes to dadding. Take a look. He's reading this book. G status, God mode, right? So, with parents having to homeschool their children, or their children being left or at home, and you might have children at different ages. Like for me, don't judge me, I have a 14-year-old and I have a 4-year-old. Speaking of which, my 14-year-old's birthday is this Sunday, right? So, for the people born in March and April, they're pretty much screwed for birthdays. If anybody has any ideas for birthdays during this isolation or this quarantine, definitely let me know down in the comments below, because I need some ideas for my baby girl to make it exciting. She's a 14-year-old, right? She's about to go to high school and so on and so forth. So it's a whole nother mess. But anyway. With the kids being at different ages, I saw a letter, and I'm gonna read it for you from this kid. It touched my heart, right? Because I resonate with this. Me being the youngest, you're always the most handsome, the most beautiful, the most sexy, as well as smart, the most smart, the most smartest, the most smarter. So let me read what this kid said here. He says, "I'll be famous one day, but for now, I'm stuck in second grade with a bunch of morons." You gotta love it. This resonates with me on a spiritual level. So with that being said, take care of your children, right? Your children might not get your genes, but let's hope they don't get your genes. And on that note, thanks for watching the 4 o'clock news. It's been wonderful. Stay positive. Help each other. help your neighbors, make a difference, learn a new hobby. It's 4 o'clock somewhere.